swear if that garage door doesn't close properly today, that's it. I'm done. I'm calling that guy. The garage door guy. Yeah, it's cotton picking door. Okay. You got one more chance, door. Really? 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 It's not like it's cold, sun's shining, it's what, almost 70 degrees, and you're still going back up without going all the way down? I'm done. That's it. I'm calling that guy. Garage door guy. Garage door guy. There he is. Garage door guy? It's Terry with She Can Too. Yeah, I got a garage door here at the shop that just does not do what it's supposed to do. Can you come on over and give me a hand with it? Awesome. What do you say? Oh, perfect. Perfect. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Thanks. Garage door guy is on his way. I think you're going to like him. He is also a Angie's List, what do they call it? Super Service Award winner for 2011, just like we are. So he's going to give us a little input on what we can do with our garage door to keep it from acting up, do a little maintenance on it, find out how come it keeps giving me trouble. Garage door guy. Good to see you again. That's all right, Tom.
Problems?
Oh yeah, this thing, and I used to think it was just because when it was cold outside, and the garage door would come down, stop for pause for a minute, and then go back up, and you have to bring it down, hit the button, try to hit it at that right time to get it to go down again. Huh?
Are you lubricating your door?
Okay, I'm a general contractor. My house does not get any upkeep. Okay.
Okay, we'll just run through the spiel with you.
All right, right on.
The basic
Good.
maintenance of a door.
Good.
Okay, you got your sensitivity.
Yeah.
That's on your garage door opener. That allows more stress to be put on the door itself for it to back off. Now, if it's coming down, you got to remember during the winter months and stuff, all your wood swells up.
Right.
And it becomes a sponge. And then if your door is too tight onto your track, it'll rub on your door, and that will back your door off. And then all you do is increase the sensitivity, lubrication, and you're good to go.
I don't have to put like little mini heaters on the sides where the wood is, so that in the winter when it swells up, the heater activates and dries
simple
it up.
Adjustments.
Oh, good.
Simple adjustments.
Okay.
The regular, same old.
Okay. All right. So let's kind of.
Okay. Now. Okay, I hear that little rattle in there?
Yeah.
That means you need some lubrication in that screw. Now, there's a plastic sleeve. Okay, that's what it's doing?
Yep.
It's going down 3/4 of the way and stopping.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then sometimes I'll hit the button and I'll get it to go a little bit farther down, and then it stops again and wants to come back up. I mean, depending upon how cold it is outside, it'll take 3 times to get it to.
See, now you got to remember, you like coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Your door likes lube. Your door likes lube. It's gonna break it free.
That's what gets me started.
Wake it up in the morning.
That makes sense.
It's cold and bitter in the morning, and it doesn't like it. So all the lube is good. Lube is good. Lube keeps me away.
Okay. Right. Okay. So a can of spray is compared to a service call from you.
You got it.
And one of the things I want to make sure that we go over today is to talk about, and I'm sure you'll hit it, what type of lubricant spray to use, whether it's going to be the WD-40 oil spray or the Teflon.
WD-40 works for half a day.
Right.
You spray it on, it sounds great, and then dries everything out.
Right. It evaporates so fast.
Yeah, it
right.
makes it worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Teflon spray is the spray you want to get.
Okay.
Okay. There's 2 different types of spray. We've got the DuPont that I get at Lowe's. Okay. It's got a picture of a garage door on there. It's good stuff. Okay.
All right.
Then there's the ultimate genuine good stuff, and that's called Tri-Flow.
Professional
bicyclists use that. Professional gun owners use it. It's high quality stuff. Lasts for a good year, easy, no problem. You spray it on once a year, 6 months to a year. You know,
Okay.
you get a wild hair 6 months.
Okay.
But regularly a year, and you spray inside your tracks. You spray your little hinges. Your hinges. Those are the ones what squeaks a lot.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Number one thing you want to spray is your springs up above. Your
Okay.
springs up above, because you hear that chunk, chunk, chunks when the door's going up. That means that your spring is rusting on itself, and that eventually will break it down the road. You spray it with lubricant, it won't grab on itself. It'll add a little bit of year or two life. Give you extra life. Boom.
Common sense there.
Okay,
Got it.
now your opener has a plastic sleeve wrapped around the screw there.
So this screw is actually like a long threaded rod.
It's a long screw. Boom. And it's got a plastic sleeve wrapped around it.
Okay.
It needs something to break free.
Because once again, that threaded rod is rubbing along that plastic sleeve.
So you just give it a little shot of lubricant, and
Okay.
it's a happy camper.
Okay. Now let me ask, because this is what we got right now.
This is the Lowe's. This is
DuPont,
Lowe's.
just a multi-use dry wax lubricant. That's kind of the big thing, is that we use something dry, not oily like WD-40.
You got it.
Okay, great.
WD-40 is one thing, and then there's the silicone, and the silicone doesn't like to grab onto the track and stuff. Ends up dripping down on the bottom of the track.
All right. So
don't like that.
Here, you're taller. I was going to say let me find myself a ladder, but you're up
Okay.
there. I'm paying you to do this. Why got it?
I'm looking at your opener.
Okay.
Your opener, your sensitivities are maxed.
Okay.
Those are maxed out. So you're talking that the brain is on its end route.
Okay.
So
and I'm
if you don't do lubricant, it reverses, then you're gonna have to get a new opener, because the brain it's at its limit.
Okay.
And it can't handle any more stress.
Okay. Okay. So if we can get a shot, Tony, of these
The sensitivity
the
screws.
sensitivity screws, that's what those are when you open up the side panel of your garage door.
This one is for going up, and this one is for going down. And you see they're all maxed out. They're maxed out to where they won't reverse. It won't ever reverse, unless, it's the sensitivity.
Okay.
But if it comes down on something, it's going to keep going down. This is when we red tag. We red tag it to release liability from us, because we just service the door.
Sure, okay, all right.
It's that red tape.
I promise you I will get a new garage door opener.
Okay.
But let's still run me through the maintenance on
Okay,
it.
so we're going to go to the door, and I'm going to go ahead and take down the door.
So you've released the lock mechanism?
I release it from the door, from the opener. Now I noticed your bottom section is bent inward. Did you hit the door at any time?
Well, so maybe I did.
Now that could add to it, because you got a section that's bent sort of like this.
Right. One of these
and
panels.
You gotta remember, it's going through a track, and it has to be nice and even and stuff.
Got it.
That little hindrance could be just it.
Okay.
Now, number one thing you want to spray is your springs. Okay. Now you see this one? See, it's a little tight there.
Yes.
It's a little bound up. That means they didn't elongate it. They didn't stretch the spring enough.
Okay.
Okay. That means that I'm going to have to do that, because what will happen is it's binding up on itself.
Okay.
And when it goes down and everything, that's another reason that it could be not going down all the way, because it could be binding up on itself.
Right.
And it thinks it's down on the bottom, so it doesn't want to go anywhere.
Because all those coils have been
they have to
compressed
go
together,
somewhere. Yeah.
right? And it thinks, "Oh, I'm done." When if you were to relax that spring, and then it would have more room for the coils to come together.
It needs
Got
to
it.
relax.
Got it. Okay.
For it to work.
Okay.
Now lubrication will break it loose.
Okay.
Okay. But it looks like you're going to have to do that. Do a service call on that, as far as me getting my tools out and stretching.
Well, you know what? That's all right. Let's do this.
Okay. We're going to go, and you just spray along there, just along. Just a nice spray. You don't have to get heavy duty with it or anything. Okay, then you're gonna go inside your track, and just a nice even spray. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, then you want to take your hinges and take a shot right there and there, because a lot of people hear their doors squeaking, and these are the main things they're squeaking. Are your hinges. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and hit the button.
Now that's the rod catching up with it. Okay.
And now I'm gonna have to go do the other side of the track because I wasn't able to get it right from there.
Right.
All right, boom. So we're gonna go ahead and spray all the tracks and everything up. You got a screw coming out here. We'll fix that.
I got a screw loose.
Yeah, a screw loose. It's nothing personal. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try this opener. Okay, and it's just lubrication that I've done so far. Okay. Just lubrication. Remember this. Look at that. That was all lubrication. That's all that was lubrication of your tracks and your hinges and your springs and your opener.
All right.
And that's simple.
Right.
You know, simple.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Now, if it comes to anything worse, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll go through this.
Can you just because we can just show us today what you mean about relaxing the spring and all that? It's be one of the things I want to make.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get my belt on, bring my ladder out, and I'm going to release the tension on the left-hand spring that's all tight.
Good.
And
okay.
Then I'm going to put my winding bars in there, and then I'm going to hit it with a hammer and stretch it out.
Perfect.
To relax it.
Fun.
Boom.
All right.
Simple thing, but it'll save life in your spring.
Okay.
Now I see. Yeah. So you want to really coat your springs good.
Right.
Because that will just there's nothing wrong with it. It's all good.
Right.
You know?
Right. And actually, it's acting as if it's like, it's, for lack of a better term, washing away any of the dirt and grime that's kind of caught in between those compressed springs as well. Yes. And you pointed out to me that I had a screw loose on the hinge on the far side.
We'll take care of that with no problem.
Okay, great. We'll make sure to tighten that up.
That's just an excess. It's nothing to do with the door, really.
No.
You know?
Okay.
I'll
Perfect.
just take care of that with no problem.
All right. Let's do it.
You can already hear no squeaking.
Yeah, it's not getting that clunk, clunk, clunk sound.
It just sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lubrication is your best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, lubrication keeps me
away. That's why they say, you know, keep your joints moving.
There you go.
All right.
Know?
All right, great. All right, so now you're going to stretch the spring.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get up there, and I'm going to release the tension, and then I'm going to stretch your spring, and then have it relax, and then I'm going to spray the rest of your spring.
Okay.
You'd get fully coated.
Right on.
Okay. Simple things. Simple things. Little maintenance here and there, and your door will work right.
Now, this part of it right now, was this something you would recommend that a homeowner do?
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, not at all. They won't. They don't even sell springs to the public because they're worried about lawsuits and everything.
Now, I remember it used to be you could go into Home Depot and places and buy a spring.
You still can, but they're very limited.
Right.
And I've heard of companies selling springs to people and then they're getting sued because they end up hurting themselves.
I would think that thing's under a lot of tension.
This is what opens your door.
Right.
You know, your opener is just a substitute for you.
Okay.
Okay? Your springs do 99% of the work.
All right.
Okay? That's what makes your door go up and down. You know, you got to remember, your opener is just a substitute.
Okay.
Everybody thinks their opener is what opens the door. No. So what we're going to do is, boom. Go ahead and stretch the spring. See it relaxed?
Oh, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. It adds life. Okay?
All right.
When it's relaxed, it's not tensed up all the time because when the door is down, it's all fully wrapped.
Okay.
Okay? So you want it as relaxed as possible.
We had a spring snap on us at our house.
Really?
We had to have it replaced, yeah.
At your house, Tony?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
That's a little scary.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
The thing just broke.
Yes, as it's either raising or lowering, all of a sudden you hear the thing.
It became very heavy. The door was super heavy all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Well, now next time if anything like that happens,
I will call the door guy.
The garage door
Sorry,
guy.
the garage door guy. Yes. The guy.
Hey, I'm layman's terms all the way. You know, I used to be a cook for 18 years. Hey, garage doors, they go up, they go down. That's all I knew before I learned. You know, so I speak layman's terms to people because, you know, a lot of people don't know about doors. You know, hey, it's your front door, but you press the button, it goes up, it goes down,
Right.
boom. That's all they know.
Right.
And I just try to educate, just a little lube and a little this, little that, you know. Then you don't have to call me.
Well, the whole concept about sharing what you know, some people are worried about doing it because they think, oh my God, if I let them know what to do, then I'm never going to make any money. But I don't believe in that philosophy. I think just the opposite, and I think you're the same way.
I have the problem with I do a little bit more than I should do because I work myself out of jobs. You know.
There's always another one around the corner, though.
I have a problem with lying because I don't do it very good. So I just don't do it.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
You know, and I'll explain things in a way people understand them.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because I didn't understand them before, and you know, people, a lot of people don't want to pay attention. You know, they'll give so much attention to certain things, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it because I live that.
So Tony was saying that on his garage door, he heard the big crash, snap, and that the spring had broken, and he tried to lift the door, and I mean it was just too heavy. And one of the things is that he said there was only one spring going across, and this spring has two. What's the difference? Why would a garage door? Because it's aluminum, because it's wood?
Because it's a builder's built model. It's
Okay.
a 25 gauge or 26 gauge door.
Okay.
That means that it's a builder's model that they put just enough just to get the door up and down.
Okay.
Okay, and that's when they only put one spring on there. With one spring, it's 6 to 8 years of life.
Ah.
Now, I can change it out to 2 springs and give you 10 to 14 years of life. And then when one of the springs breaks, you can still get the door open. What you do is you go and you grab your remote, you walk over to the door, and you hit the button on the opener, and the opener will open it to a certain extent, and then you just help the door up, and you become the other spring. And that way you're not stuck in the garage with your car. Now with the one spring, boom, you break, you're dead in the water.
So if I have a garage door right now that only has one spring, and it's getting, and I know that it's
your front door.
6, 7 years old or whatever, it's advantageous, one, to replace that spring before it becomes a problem, and two, to put in double springs. Is that what I'm hearing?
I always recommend you work everything till they break. You know,
Okay.
I don't like to I don't change out anything that is not broken. You know, I'm not pushing my product on
Love
people.
it. Right.
I'm suggesting that when that spring breaks, you call me up, I'll come in, I'll put 2 on there.
And you'll put 2
Boom.
springs on
And
it.
that'll eliminate your problem, completely.
Love it.
Because a lot of people, the garage door, that's their front door, and they are not happy when that door does not open when they come home.
Right. So we've adjusted the springs, we've lubricated everything. Is there anything else that pretty much...
It's just simple maintenance. As far as if your door doesn't want to go down, with the LiftMaster, Sears, and Chamberlain model, if the door goes down 6 inches, stops, goes back up, and those lights are flashing,
Right.
those are telling you that there's something wrong with those sensors.
And
now,
the sensors are these little...
the little sensors down by the
kind
top,
of
by
like
the bottom of
laser
the door.
lights, right? That go across. I want to
Those
make sure that I always have unobstructed. I don't want anything in front
Yes,
of them.
those are for kids, animals, and stupid people. Remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
And spiders.
And spiders. Spiders like to spin their webs in there, so pay attention. Just a simple little spinning of the web. Boom, will block the sensor.
Really?
Yes.
Across that little mirrored
The mirrored glass. Yes.
I'll be doggone. All right. All
And
right.
that's mainly it. Just lubrication, and you want to check your sensitivities.
All right.
And just make sure everything is proper.
Now, some garage doors, and this one has. You see the spool over here?
That's the drum.
The drum. I call it a spool, and then there's usually a cable that runs down
Yes.
and it runs alongside.
Runs to the bottom bracket.
That. Tell me about that. What is that? Just
That's what holds all your power. Okay. What happens is you take the bottom bracket. It has the cable stuck to it. It comes up through. You wrap it around the drum. Okay. Then you tighten down the drum. Then you vice grip your torsion bar. Then
Okay.
you come over and you wind your springs, and then you tighten your springs to the torsion bar, then you release it, then it becomes one full unit.
Okay.
It all works as one full unit. One-piece wood door, everything is independent, okay? And garage door openers, they have to be set in the center of the door. With a metal sectional door, everything is one full unit, okay? You can put your garage door opener at any spot, you know, yes. And it'll all open as one full unit. It all works as one piece.
So if I wanted to use my garage ceiling space for other things, hanging bicycles, whatever I need, I could actually take that garage door opener and set it off to the side.
Set it off.
As long as I had a metal door.
And as long as you have a metal garage door and you have a style to go to.
Right.
You want
right.
to go to a metal style.
Meaning this.
You don't want to ever put it on the strut. Yeah, this is a style.
Right. Right.
Okay. A lot of people I've seen put on the strut. The strut is a reinforcement bar for the top of the door.
Right.
So you won't rip your door in half with your garage door opener.
Right. Okay.
Because it puts a pressure point, and that's what the strut is for, to stop it from that. And it's not there to put the bracket on. And I've seen that, and I'm like scratching my head every time. You know.
Not a good idea.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
Okay. All right. So back to the drum or the spool, as I say, and the cable. What I heard from all that is definitely not a homeowner maintenance thing either.
No,
it's something we need to call the garage door guy about and let him, if that cable snaps or if we notice that it's getting frayed, it's starting to, like, thread starts to
Fray, yes.
Then it's time to call you and have you take care of that.
You're messing with trouble with that. That's
Okay.
where all the power is tied
Okay.
up into.
Okay.
I've had people call me from the hospital.
Oh, well, we don't
And
want that to
asking me,
happen.
do I do springs? And I said, yes, and I have time right now to come do it. Well, wait till I get home from the hospital. Because they've just injured themselves from doing it themselves.
Right,
The
right.
weekend warrior,
Right, right.
It's good for some stuff, but then there's things where, I've got the right tools, I got the right product, and I've got the knowledge,
Perfect.
And the knowledge thing is a big deal, Before I spent quite a while. My brother taught me how to do this. He taught me what I did wrong, and what I did wrong, to where I learned the right way.
That's all right. Well, good. Well, we hope that you have all enjoyed this and learned a little something. And what's that?
Period.
Period.